I unboxed the Prodigy V2 and put it together. Ride1Up says it arrives about 85% assembled. At first glance, it looks solid. The frame is aluminum, and the cables aren't beautifully hidden, but they feel secure. The display is quite small, and in bright sunlight I had to angle it to read it, which was a bit annoying. Everyday ride feel. Once it was ready, I took it on my morning ride. The first thing I noticed was how smooth the assist felt. The Brose mid-drive motor with torque sensing steps in gently, no jerky surge, which made starting at lights feel natural. I rode mostly in tour mode and was able to cruise easily at speeds up to 28 miles per hour when I pushed a bit. The bike corners confidently. The geometry and 27.5-inch wheels, paired with 2.25-inch Maxxis Recon race tires, make it feel stable even at higher speeds. Riding through city streets and light trail detours felt solid. Suspension and tires. The air spring suspension fork, about 100 millimeters travel, is surprisingly decent on city cracks and speed bumps. It softens impacts without being sloppy. That makes daily commuting more comfortable than on a rigid bike or a cheaper coil suspension. The tires grip well even on patchy pavement, though they add a bit of rolling resistance compared to smoother commuter tires. Good for mixed terrain, less for pure speed. Shifting and drive system. I tested the belt drive CVT version, which means there's no chain or derailleur. Instead, gear changes happen inside a smooth internal hub. You twist the grip shifter, and the bike responds instantly. No clunky shifts, no drop chain. The gearing range feels wide too, making climbs feel easy even at slow speeds. Maintenance is minimal. I haven't had to clean or oil anything, and after riding around 1,800 miles with someone else on Reddit, they said their bike works flawlessly, in all weather, with no cleaning. Battery and range. On a 25-mile round-trip commute with about 400-foot elevation, one Reddit user kept assist on the second lowest level and had plenty left. Maybe 40 miles total easily possible. Reviews put range in tour mode at about 50 to 65 miles. Eco mode could push beyond 80 to 90 miles depending on weight and terrain. I matched those numbers. About 60 miles in tour mode felt realistic and comfortable. In boost mode I drained faster, about 30 miles. But that's expected. Braking and safety. The 4-piston Tektro hydraulic disc brakes feel strong and offer good modulation. In panic stops and downhill braking, they inspire confidence. Stopping distance is solid, and I felt in control even carrying gear or on uneven surfaces. Comfort, fit, and practical stuff. The saddle is firm but supportive after a few rides. The handlebar grips are ergonomic and lock firmly. Integrated front and rear lights work fine in typical city lighting conditions. The rear rack and included fenders mean you're reasonably ready for commuting right out of the box. That said, the single frame size feels snug if you're taller than about 6 feet 2. I'm around that height, and while I made it work with adjustments like a longer seat post, taller riders sometimes report feeling cramped. One reviewer said their frame feels just slightly scrunched. Pros I appreciate. Smooth and consistent pedal assist that feels intuitive. Very low maintenance, belt drive, internal hub, minimal cleaning needed. Air fork and knobby tires add ride comfort for mixed terrain. Strong brakes, stable handling, and built-in commuter extras. Excellent range in eco and tour modes, even under heavier riders. Limitations and real talk. The weight is a real factor. It's not ideal for hopping around or riding without assist. Fit may be uncomfortable for taller riders unless adjusted. The frame is one size. Display size is small and can be hard to read in bright light. While cables work well, I'd prefer cleaner internal routing. Tires are versatile but slightly slower rolling on pavement. Final thoughts. All in all, I've found the Prodigy V2 to be a satisfying daily rider. It doesn't feel like a bargain basement model. It has strong components like the Brose motor, Enviolo CVT, air fork, hydraulic brakes, and even good tires and saddle. All parts I'd expect on bikes costing thousands more. If you want an e-commuter that rides smooth, requires little upkeep, and offers good range and comfort, this is a great pick. Just keep in mind its heft, the fit limitations, and the compact display. That's my honest experience. Hope that helps you get a feel for what it's like to live with the Prodigy V2 day to day.